Welcome back, guys. Johnny, Jess, and Scotty.
As I walk.
Nick, Sonia, and Melissa.
Make the boys cry.
Congratulations, you wrote the top 2 songs.
Nice work. Good work. Good work. Thank you.
Thank you
so
much. Yeah. Jess, what was it like working as a team?
These guys do not mess around, and I was just loving it. I'm like, I didn't know I could sing that high. Like, my brain is working in so many new ways.
Whose idea was that for the opera?
Mine.
Good job.
I thought it was a really smart decision to start the song off with the hook because the melody was really strong.
And Scotty, what was it like working as a team?
I think this was the hardest session for me. It was like birthing a baby through a urethra or something, but we pulled it together.
I wasn't quite crazy about the whole operatic hook. I would probably punch out if I were listening on the radio with a...
I would be like, turn that up and let's go.
That to me was... But there were so many things that did impress me about it. Like, Johnny, you were like John Mayer, Jack Johnson's own last week, and all of a sudden you're like ludicrous. It's like, wow.
I thought these were good lyrics. Really, really a good job.
Without even hearing a lyric, the music told the story for me, from the beginning to the end. So, great job on the track.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. Sonia, you feel like this was a good writing experience for you?
It was different. Stuff might come up, you might disagree about a lyric or whatever, but despite me and Nick's differences, we can move past it.
The non-agreements that we share is completely just based on trying to get to the top. So, I mean, I know that she wants to be #1 as bad as I do, so it's not like I feel like she's trying to fight me because she wants to lose, she wants to win.
Melissa, what is it like to be in the room with these two?
When Nick gets into his, you know, it's like someone is gonna feel that. All those boys, you know, are gonna be like, and when she does her like lyrical woo stuff, it's like all the women are gonna love the stuff she comes up with. Like, you know, so.
She has her own language.
Yeah, that feels like a feisty-ass combination in that room.
It was.
Yeah.
Sonia, I'm really becoming a fan of yours.
Thank you.
But I don't think that it was a particularly melodically catchy chorus. But I think if we were gonna work together on something, we could move that into the hit zone together.
What I liked about it was that you came from an emotional place, Sonia. I think that really worked for you. I also like that you took the superpower theme and you related it back to an experience that a lot of people have had.
I thought the concept was brilliant. You having this heart of steel, I thought that was great.
I think Ronnie just gave you the title, Heart of Steel.
We felt one song really delivered, a lot of emotion and energy. That song was Walk Through Walls.
Oh, Jesus! Oh. Nice work, guys. Nice work. Good work. Good work.
Congratulations. You may both head back to the studio.
Congratulations.
And we win! Take that. This is boys making them cry and super duper white people. Melissa's like, I'm still here, Scotty. I'm like, not for long, Trick.
Who's going home? Is it Brian, Jackie, or Amber?
Amber shined tonight.
She hasn't won in
Amber
hook
and Jack.
challenges
Amber and
or
Jack.
main challenges.
And Brian has.
Do you think that they would send Jackie home? I mean, she's won.
She's owned that song because it's her.
Yes, it's hers.
She was one of the hardest people to work with. Brian said the same thing.
It's just because she's overpowering.
Beyond overpowering.
If it's somebody that could talk their way out of damn paper bag, it would be
Jackie,
Jackie.
yeah.
I said, is she still talking?
20 minutes to answer one question.
She'd be like, you know my name, I'm gonna ha-ha.
What are you saying right now?
Jackie, Brian, and Amber, please come up to the stage.
Super duper rapper, as it now stands, I'm still a cracker, yeah.
One of you will be going home tonight. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Do you feel like you guys made this a commercial hit?
Maybe as a novelty song. One hit, wonder kind of thing.
I don't think it had to be a novelty type of song like Ludacris, Eminem. They have all done comedic records, comedic songs that have been hits. There was no social commentary in your lyrics.
Who's responsible for the majority of the lyrics?
A lot of it was me and Amber combo, or a lot was Amber. She was throwing out a lot of ideas. I mean,
I'm very surprised that you guys didn't take the notes of the artists that he mentioned and model it after those tracks.
we did take those notes with, like, Missy Elliott.
Do you feel like this resembles those tracks at all?
No, I certainly don't. I think it certainly fell short.
This show's about writing hits, writing something commercially viable. Sounds like you were like, well, let's just do something completely silly. I'm just really surprised that none of you thought, how can we make this killer?
I think I misunderstood what you liked about it.
Is your job to write a hit song?
Yes.
Do you feel like you wrote a hit song?
I do. Not like a banger for a million years.
Well, then you didn't write a hit song.
There's a line that talks about running rhymes through my head in my canopy bed. Who wrote that line?
Amber.
I hated that line. I don't know about y'all. Their comedy was one-dimensional. It just wasn't executed properly.
I'm concerned, Amber, about what you're working on, because you're always trying to be deeper.
I contributed ideas for the lyrics. I brainstormed.
The canopy bed.
Amber, I could kind of tap into where I feel each person's specialty is. Amber, you're like the only person who I haven't been able to tap into yet of everybody.
Did you think that the humor had any depth to it?
No.
Or if you see something going astray, you have to like step up and rescue it.
I feel like the constant criticism I'm getting in all these things is you don't feel like I'm speaking up, but I'm not a silent force in any of my sessions.
Why do you deserve to stay, Amber?
I feel like I'm good at working along with people.
You seem very sweet, but I feel like we just heard why you should be a nurse and not a songwriter.
We, as songwriters, have to take responsibility in our song, but the music needs to tell the story as well.
The girls sounded like they were co-writing. The track is mediocre.
Who did the track?
Brian.
Brian.
This track wasn't that fresh.
I felt I made a song out of it. I gave it my best.
Who do you feel is responsible for the failure of this song?
That's a really hard question. And
We didn't even work together.
Yeah, I don't think that's
There
a
was
fair
no working
question.
together. He was producing and we were writing.
Do you have a bad experience with Jackie?
I mean, I've worked with Jackie before. It hasn't been my favorite experience yet.
Jackie, this is your second time with a losing song.
I've placed in 3 of the 4 hook challenges so far.
Seems like you have an ability to have like a good idea, and then we give you the pass to go ahead, and then you don't live up to it. Like, I don't want this to be a chronic problem. Can you tell me why it won't be?
I don't think it will be a chronic problem. I wrote the hook, you liked it. I mean, I feel like I can bring a flavor and I can bring a unique quality to a session. I'm genuinely bringing it. I just gotta bring it. People are bringing it harder than me, period. That will stop.
Let's break it down. He did the track. Jackie, you did the original hook. So really, Amber, you contributed
Amber contributed the least.
Oh, for sure. I mean, she contributed the least.
I don't think that I was inactive.
Amber, Brian, and Jackie, we definitely have a lot to discuss. Will you please go to the studio, and we will call you back when we've made our decision.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not going out being stuck with writing super duper rapper. It's not gonna happen.
Talk to us, Brian.
One of the biggest things I've learned in the whole competition so far is make every song timeless, 100%. There's no need not to be timeless.
It's a little tough to hear you strategizing right now when in the session you said nothing to us the entire time.
I can't believe you're actually going there right now, Jackie.
You're the one who called me out on panel.
Called you on panel?
You were like, I've worked with Jackie, and it wasn't exactly, you know, roses the first time.
Did they ever tell you it was roses?
I think I got a take up for Brian. It's just like the general consensus is that you're hard to work because you're a big personality. You can kind of get steamrolled by you because you're on it. You overflow a little bit.
No one f***ing asked you, dude. Whatever spit that you're throwing at me right now is unsolicited. It's unfair to say to me that the general consensus is such a thing.
I'm the only one that had balls enough to step up to your face and tell you what people are saying about you. Don't take it as Scotty's saying this about you. Scotty didn't say shit about you. Bitch, I'm not coming for you. Don't get mad at me, because then I'll make your life hell. You should honor it that I'm telling you what people are saying behind your back, whether they say it, that they're saying it right now or not.
So who said it? Because I worked with Johnny. And
I've heard you talk about Jack before.
what did I say about Jackie?
I don't remember, but I've heard you talk about Jack before.
I'm never gonna remember because I didn't talk about Jackie ever.
You never said anything negative
never
towards
talked
Jack.
about Jackie.
No one here has the balls to say what they want to say in front of anybody's face. Anyways,
So what I say about her,
okay.
so now you just
I
saying
can
it
give
just
a class about your little.
You give a to say that and have nothing to back it up.
No,
Just say it, because I
don't care.
gotta sleep with her at night.
Well, Nick is a liar.
You try to talk to me, you're gonna get an earful.
Sit down, Sonny.
The grimiest one here.
I'm the grimiest.
You, bitch.
A douchebag.
Okay.
A
High five
douchebag.
to that.
And let's get a fucking toast to him too.